Slide visible होउची पिला माने?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's start. See students, we have discussed, no? Ah, in last class we have discussed what? In the MCSI paper, Management of Change and Strategic Issues paper. In last class we have discussed the concept of change, the different natures of change, nature, features and characteristics of change. Already we have completed. Objectives and importance of change, why the change is important, why we will welcome change, already we have discussed. Apart from this, also we have discussed the forces of change. The forces of change we have clearly discussed. It is broadly classified into two parts, internal forces and external forces. Internal forces, what it relates to, and external forces, what it relates to, already we have completed in the last class. So today we will start from the types of change. Okay? Students, types of change. See, there are different types of change is there that we will discuss here one by one. See, the types of change here we will discuss. The types of change it includes, right? Happen change, work change, structural change, anticipatory change, plan change, incremental change, operational change, technological change, strategic change, directional change, fundamental change, and total change. You can see here how many types of change no adopted by the organization in a different dimensions of the organization, different area, no different type, different kind of change adopted by the organization in different area. So here I will explain one by one in a one line. See, students, happen change. Now what do you mean by happen change? Happen change means it will happen. It will happen automatically. We don't have any control. Happen change are in unpredictable in nature, right? It will happen and it is unpredictable in nature. And usually this kind of change, this happen change, it happen due to some external forces are there. Some external factors, due to some external forces, external factors, this kind of change adopted by the organization. Suppose we can say, for example, due to the external forces I told you, it may be the natural forces or it may be some forces it is by no adopted by due to it may be related to the government. Suppose due to the changing role and changing policy of the government. So it is unpredictable in nature. Na? Government, what government anytime means government, what kind of step the government will take in the nearest future, we don't know. It is unpredictable in nature. But based on this, we have to take this step. We have to face it. Suppose in kind of natural forces, suppose suddenly a flood or cyclone, no, it will happen. So basing on this, we have to take this step. Suddenly, it may be earthquake will happen. Suddenly it may be maybe any kind of natural disaster will happen. So basing on this, we have to take this step. So dear students, happen change, it is purely unpredictable in nature. We don't have any control. It will happen due to the external factors and external forces. It may be natural or it may be man-made, right? But basing on this, we have to take this step and we have to implement change in our organization. We have to face it. This is kind of change adopted by the organization. Then we can say work change. ପିଲାମାନେ କାହାର ଗୋଟେ ସାଉଣ୍ଡ ହଉଛି ମ୍ୟୁଟ କରିକି ସିଆଡେ ଇଏ କରିବ ହେଲା. Work change. Now work change means what? See, work change means change in the working schedule. It may be working hours, right? Working hours, how working hours? Now basically, suppose instead of 8 hours, instead of 8 hours, organization will extend the working hours 9 hours. Individual person, you have to work 9 hours in 9 hours per day. So it may be change the working hours. It may be change the weekly hours. Instead of 6 days, people you will come only 5 days. Why? Because ଆମେ ଏଠି already ଗୋଟେ ଘଣ୍ଟା ଆମେ extend କରିଦେଲେ 8 hours to 9 hours କରିଦେଲେ. That's why you need not to come 6 days in a week. Employee, you come only 5 days in the week. It may be working hours. No, it may be working weekly hours. It may be shift work, right? Change in the work. Na change in work change means it may be related to shift work change. Those organizations are operating its business, no, 24 hours. So one person cannot work 24 hours. As per the government guideline, a person will work only 8 hours. So basing on these, so people are working in a different shift. So suppose I will work in this week in a morning shift. Definitely next week or month I will work in the evening shift. Definitely the next week or month I will work in a night shift. So kind of shift work is also there. Or it may be methods of work. So the technique to do the work, it may be changed by the organization. So work change means it is the day-to-day activity, right? It is the weekly activity or monthly or yearly activity. It may be the working hours. It may be the weekly hours. It may be the shift work, or it may be the method of work, right? It may be holiday, or it may be maybe any other area related to work. Organization adapted change due to the effectiveness and efficient of the organization and ultimate to achieve the goal of the organization. This is what the work change. Now structural change. Structural change means what? See, structural change means it modifying the organizational structure. It modifying the organizational hierarchy. Organizational hierarchy structure, hierarchical structure means people are working in the top level, middle level, and lower level. So structural change means the organization may be changed in the hierarchical position. The roles and responsibility of the individuals in the organizational structure in the hierarchical positions, it may be changed, right? So this is what the structural change in the hierarchical position people are working, and there the basically organization adapted change. It may be the label, or it may be the role and responsibility of the people, right? Through this, the structural change happened in the organization. Then anticipatory change. Now, what do you mean by anticipatory? See, dear students, anticipatory change and anticipatory and unanticipatory. Anticipation on anticipation. Anticipation means what? Anticipation means we can predict, no, what will happen in the nearest future. Unanticipation means we cannot predict. We cannot know what will happen in the nearest future. It is unable to prediction. So anticipatory change said, here, this kind of change, no, it generally anticipation what will happen in the nearest future or nearest event. So basing on this, we can predict what will happen in the nearest future, and basing on this, we should take this step currently in the organization. Right? So this is what the anticipatory change. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଆମର ମାନେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ଆଣିଲେ ରିଲେଟେଡ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଇଏ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କଲେ କଣ କହିଲେ ମନି ମାନେ ଇଏ ଯୋଉ 500,000 rupees ଭେରାଇଟି କାଇଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ ଯୋଉ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ଆସିଲା ଲୋକମାନେ କଣ କଲେ ଆଗୁଆ ସବୁ ଷ୍ଟେପ ନେଇଗଲେ. So any kind of steps no related to external and internal factors are there. So where the organization can anticipate, predict something will happen in the nearest future, and basing on this, we will take the earlier step. And we will change, basing on this, we will change in our organization. Right? So this is the anticipatory change. Unanticipatory tame predict kariparibani and it will happen now. That is happen change out. Unpredictable in nature out. ठीक अछि. Then asila plan change. Plan change, dear students, and unplanned change. Dui prakar change अछि. Now plan change means we can plan change, we can call as a evolutionary change. Unplanned change, we can call as a revolutionary change. Planned just opposite kana? Just opposite of plan change is an unplanned change. If plan change is an evolutionary change, then unplanned change is a revolutionary change. So plan change, the evolutionary change means what? Plan means it is a systematic step. It is basically whatever may be the steps we will take on the basis of proper planning. It is deciding in advance. It is basically what? Now, what to do, how to do, where to do, when to do, who will do it. Everything we have to do in a proper manner. Right? And basing on this only we will take this step. And whatever may be the change we will do based on the proper planning. How much money, no? If we will implement change, how much money, how much time, how much manpower, what are the resources we will invest. Now, who will implement the change? When we will implement change, everything will be, we will do in a systematic manner. That is an evolutionary change. Suppose, for example, no, we want to introduce a new machinery, no? We want to purchase a new machinery or equipment tools, no? Advanced machinery for our organization. So here, every steps we will take based on the proper planning. How much money we will invest, when we will purchase it, who will operate this machinery. Machinery kinda, but those employees are there in the organization, they don't know how to operate the machinery. Right? So it must be there in a proper planning. It is a planned process. But unplanned change, sudden revolutionary change, it is sudden change in nature. It will happen without any prior notice. And it will happen suddenly. That is not there in a plan. Right? ଯାହା ଆମେ ପ୍ଲାନ୍ କରିଥିଲେ ସେଥିରେ ଏସବୁ କିଛି ବି ଆମେ ଏଟା ଆମର ପ୍ଲାନ୍ ରେ ନଥିଲା ହିଁ this thing will happen, no? It is completely means what? It is revolutionary. It is unplanned. But we have to face it. Some kind of situation will happen. ଆମେ କଣ organization को ସେ time ରେ ବନ୍ଦ କରିଦେବା କି? No. We have to face it. We have to, no? Accept it. It may be internal or external pressure. Right? Suppose, for example, no? Revolutionary, unplanned change. What will happen? Now, due to it may be suddenly a mass of employees, they will resign their job. That is unplanned change. ଯେମିତି କି ଟାଟାରେ ଟାଟାରେ ପୁରା ତାଙ୍କର mass of pilot, air hostess, pilots ସମସ୍ତେ mass of air hostess, pilots ସବୁ resignation ଦେଇଦେଲେ one day, ଗୋଟେ ଦିନରେ. Right? So ସେଠି କଣ କରିବ ଟାଟା? That is the unplanned change. ତାର ପ୍ଲାନ୍ ହିଁ ନଥିଲା, କଣ କରୁ? ତାମାନେ କଣ ଟାଟା ତାର ଇଏକୁ ବନ୍ଦ କରିଦବ? No. Then how the organization will take this step? What kind of change the organization will adopt there? So that is the, basically we can say it is a revolutionary unplanned change. Right? Then ଆସିଲା କଣ ପିଲାମାନେ? Incremental change. See, incremental change means it is slow process in nature. Slowly, incremental. Incremental change means it is a micro level of change. Not macro, micro, small change. Organization will implement change in a unit level, subunit level, no? In a in a sub-functional departmental level, such kind of change will be there. And it may be ultimately in the later period, ultimately it will be the result in a large, huge amount of change will be there in the later future. So ultimately, incremental change means it is a micro level change, small change adopted by the organization in a unit level, subunit level, sub-functional level, right? And basing on this, it may be in slowly, small, it may be a later period, it may be a big kind of change, it may be there. That is the incremental change. Then operational change. See, operational change means organization adopted change exclusively in a production and operation department. Production and operation department. So this kind of change basically necessary. Why? In the production department, if the organization want to improve the quality of the product, right? Quantity of the product, the production department want to increase the volume of product, right? Productivity, want to increase productivity. Suppose currently we produce 10 units per day and we want to produce in later future, in the nearest future, we want to produce more than that. So for that, what kind of step we have to take means some kind of change is highly essential. Whether we will change it may be machinery or whether we will go for the manpower, whether we will change the raw material, right? So here in the production or operational change, basically, the change is there doing by the organization related to product quality, product quantity, right? It may be the related to any kind of style, beauty, packaging kind of things is there. That is the productional operational change. Technological change, only we will implement change in a technology, means adoption of new machinery, new equipments, right? Adopting a new tools, new machinery, new equipments. Typewriter thila, ame taku kon kariba? Now we have to change the typewriter and we will purchase computer. Manual machine thila, जोटा कि हमें मैनुअली करूथिले हाथ रे मूवमेंट करिया पड़थला ना इट विल ऑटोमेटिकली स्टार्ट अप ऑटोमेटेड मशीन आनिबा आगुरु हमर हम जो सुइंग मशीन भी ଆମେ ହାତରେ ଅପରେଟ କରୁଥିଲେ ଆଜିକା ଡେଟରେ କଣ ହାତରେ ଅପରେଟ ଅଛି ସବୁ ଅଟୋମେଟେଡ ସୁଇଂ ମେସିନ ଆଉ ଏତେ ଏଫର୍ଟ ଦେବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ରାଇଟ ସୋ ବେସିକାଲି ଆମେ କଣ କରିବା ନା only it will applicable for the technology machinery equipments of the organization. That is the technological change. Strategic change. Now strategic change means what? Strategic change means it is basically change in the strategy. Just right now, after this type, we will discuss a chapter that is strategy. Now, how strategic change is there by the organization, doing by the organization, we will discuss in this chapter. So strategic change means here, to basically organization change in the strategy means what? The method of work. Strategy is always it is long term, right? The method, the techniques of work, the method to do the work. So here the organization will change in the strategy. And one chapter we will discuss right now. Then directional change. Directional change means what? The change will be there in a particular direction. Right? Particular direction. Whether we will implement change in the what? Na HR department. Only the we will implement change only the HR department. How could you make a change aniba darkar nahi? Not required current presently. One direction only. Right? Or else ଆମେ only change କରିବା କଣ marketing को और only change କରିବା କଣ ना ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रो लोअर लेवल को चेंज करिवो. So it is a particular direction. Change, it will be implemented by the organization in a particular direction, right? And fundamental change. Fundamental change means what? It is the high level of change, or it is a basic change of the organization. It is basically what? Due to the day-to-day high competition in the market, challenges, many kind of challenges it is there in the market. More competition and competitors are there in the market. That's why this fundamental kind of change is highly necessary for the organization, where the organization changes vision, mission, no leadership. Such kind of change will happen in the organization, dear students, due to the challenges of the market, due to the competition, competitors, many things are there. And basing on this, we have to know some kind of change is highly essential. Organization vision, mission, objectives, leadership, strategy kind of things are there. That is a fundamental change. And last one is the total change. Total change means what? Entire things will change. And the entire old things will remove and new things will be there in the market. पूरा सब चेंज है कि नुआ आनिके मार्केट रे थोई दबा. Right? So this is what the total change. सब चेंज है जिवो पूरा एंटायर चेंज है कि उटे नुआ आसी जिवो पूरा मार्केट को. So this is what the total change. So see, आप जदि आपण कहिबे आ छडा आउरी बहुत प्रकार चेंज थिबो. So out of many variety of change, now some important change adopted by the organization we have discussed. Clear na, pila mane? Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next ba, hela ako मन रखिबे types of change रे पिला माने students a wise मन रखिबा ako a wise explain करिए while at the time of your examination na the question while the question will come you have to explain in this way. सब ako मन रखिले भलो जेतेटा मन रखिले भलो as your wish. मु आपनको आपण मानक सहित सब डिस्कशन कर देली. now your wish कि आपण माने केते मन रखि परचंती. हला चलंतु types of change over. Now we will discuss strategy. Just कहूଥିଲି strategy. Now one chapter business strategy we will discuss it. Now what do you mean by strategy first? Strategy कौन? See, strategy कार गोटे sound आसछि पिला माने. Strategy is a broad general guideline. Strategy is a broad general guideline. It designed to achieve a long-term organizational objectives. Generally, strategy means it is the techniques of work. It is the methods of work. It is a process of work. How we have to do the work properly, that is the meaning of strategy. And organization adopt a strategy, right? And it is a to achieve long-term organizational objectives. Strategy adopted by the organization, it is not a for month, not for a week, not for a month. No, it is a long term. Once we will adopt strategy, it will be there in the organization in a longer duration of time. Once we will fix the strategy, it will continue up to year and year. Say strategy ta kon hobo year and year continue karibo. And एमिति strategy आपण adopt करिवे, the business house will adopt such kind of strategy. No, you will be there in a number one position in the market. As we know that the entire market, it is a full of competition and huge number of competitors are there. Out of all the competition and competitors, you will adopt such kind of strategy towards your business and you will be there in a number one position in the market. ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ପଛରେ ରଖିକି ପୁରା front line ରେ ରହିବ, right? ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ example ନବା, ଜିଓ strategy. adopted by Reliance Ambani, no? Reliance Group of Industries. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଜିଓ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଟେଜି ଆଡପ୍ଟ କଲା many telecom sectors କେତେ telecom sectors market ରେ ଥିଲେ so many telecom sectors no it was there in the market now in the present scenario only 2 to 3 telecom sectors are existing in the market Jio Airtel BSNL that's it and others are the huge number of telecom sectors thile semane kuade gale
madam Vodafone Idea
Vodafone thila ha nai eina Vodafone Idea ଆପଣଙ୍କର merge ହେଇଗଲା କାହା ସହିତ ଗୋଟେ merge ହେଇଯାଇଛି ପଢିବା ଆମେ ଆଗରେ ଯାଇକି merger and acquisition ରେ ହଁ Vodafone merge ହେଇଗଲା Idea merge ହେଇଗଲା ଆପଣଙ୍କର Aircel merge ହେଇଗଲା ହଁ ଥିଲା କଣ କହିଲେ Hutch ଥିଲା merge ହେଇଗଲା ବହୁତ ସାରା telecom sector closed its business and many telecom sector some telecom sector merger some telecom sector acquire no kind of things is there in the present environment generally ଆପଣ କହିବେ ओडिशा हमर मार्केट रे किते जण Vodafone Aircel से जो आपनकर Hutch जेते Aircel जो हमर कोन थिला कोन कहिले आइडिया किते जण यूज करचंती टोटली नाही कहिले चलिबो only 2 to 3 telecom sectors are there सेटा Airtel आउ Jio आउ BSNL जियो जो स्ट्रेटेजी नेकी आसला मार्केट को सेते बेले किते कंपनी थिले टेलीकॉम सेक्टर थिले भर्ती हिथिले पूरा मार्केट रे ना समस्त को पछ रखी कि नंबर 1 पोजीशन रे रही गला जियो फ्री स्ट्रेटेजी एवरीथिंग इज फ्री ओनली यू विल परचेज सिम आपण गोटे सिम परचेज करिवे 1 रुपी एंड एवरीथिंग इज फ्री सो से स्ट्रेटेजी नेकी मार्केट रे पूरा लॉन्च कला So this is what the business strategy, dear students. You will adopt such kind of strategy towards your business. You will meet the competition and competitor and will be there in it may not be a number 1 position, but will be there in a best position in the market. Jio 1 न हो 2 रे रहो किंतु तो पुटे कर लेवल गोटे बेस माने ये करनेला मार्केट रे So this is what is 2, 3 years, 4 years free. Then एना आपनकर huge amount charge करछि आउ कोन ताकू इनकमिंग आउटगोइंग जो हमर इंटरनेट वगैरह आकू सिखेला कि जियो सिखेला कि आपण ये करिवे आपण इंटरनेट रे ए सब जिंस आपण अडॉप्ट करि परिबो बहुत सारा जिंस जोटे कि एता एडिक्टेड हे गेला हम ता बिना होइना सस्टेन करि परिबान राइट सो दिस इज व्हाट द बिजनेस स्ट्रेटेजी डियर स्टूडेंट्स and business strategy generally the features of strategy no the organization adopted strategy it is all about winning to win in the market already I told you we can take the great example of Jio right so to win in the market it is all together it is a long term strategy एतले जो इंट्रोड्यूस कला कोन गोटे वर्ष रे बंद कर दिला कहले so many years and years it will continue it is a long term in nature it is the who is implementing strategy it is all about the top level responsibility the managing directors group of directors chief managers all are combinedly taking decision towards how what kind of strategy implement towards the organization and it is a goal oriented and future oriented obviously today if we are taking any kind of step for the future benefits and to achieve the goal and objective of the organization so this is the features of strategy and strategy if we can discuss the strategy the level of strategy generally there are 3 level of strategy dear students the 3 level of strategy to include functional level strategy right business level strategy and corporate level strategy this is what the hierarchical position functional level strategy business level strategy and corporate level strategy there are 3 level of strategies are adopted by the organization. See, if we can say here, the functional level strategy, it implies the function of the business. It means it concerned with how each functions it including HR functional area, marketing functional area, right? HR functional area, marketing functional area, finance functional area, production and manufacturing functional area, research and development functional area. How each functional area, it will support to the business, to overall business strategy of the organization. It means, see here, these functional area, different functional area, having different manager and adapted different strategy towards the individual function. It means HR manager will adopt some strategy towards the HR department. How I will, as a HR manager, how I will recruit right number in the right place, no? Best people I will recruit for my organization, select for my organization. How I will conduct training. So strategy for best training towards the employee. How to do the performance appraisal. What kind of transfer I will do. So all the strategy adapted by the HR manager towards the HR department. Ultimately, this will help to the overall towards the organization. Likewise, same things we can extend the marketing manager adapted strategy for the marketing department. For example, the marketing manager adapted strategy, how I will sell product in the market, and how the volume of sales, it must be increased day by day. What kind of strategy I will adopt here so that the customer will purchase our product only? How the customer satisfaction will be there? How the customer retention will be there? What kind of customer service we will provide? So that strategy adapted by the marketing manager towards the marketing department, right? Likewise, production manager, the production manager, how to increase product volume, right? Productivity, how to increase productivity, zero defect product, quality product with zero defect. That is the variety kind of strategy adapted by the production manager towards the produced product, no? Likewise, finance manager, how to earning profit, how to income, more income towards the organization, how to earning profit, right? So these are the, dear students, functional level strategy means different organization having different, ପିଲାମାନେ mute କରି କରିବ ହେଲା organization organization having different organization having different functions. ଏଇ ଦେଖ କିଏ ପିଲାମାନେ mute କରିକି କଥା ହୁଅ କିଏ रे ପିଲାମାନେ
Xiaomi 2312 हाँ yes मैम ହେଇଗଲା
ହେଇଗଲା ଆଚ୍ଛା ଠିକ ଅଛି ଚलो thank you ହେଲା so here it is the basically what functional level strategy आपको ए टाइप रो explain करिवे पिलाମାନେ functional level strategy means you have to explain different functional area HR marketing finance production research and development having different strategy adopted by different manager towards their functional area and ultimately to achieve the goal and objective of the business. This is the functional level strategy. While we will go to the business level strategy. ठीक है? तापरे कौन थिला? Functional level strategy, then business level strategy. See, in the business level strategy, What kind of strategy we will adopt here? Business level strategy. There are 3 dimensions of business level strategy. Now, what 3 dimensions of business level strategy? Here, the organization adopted business level strategy based on the differentiation strategy, cost leadership strategy, and market focus strategy. This is another level of strategy towards the business, right? Now, in the business level strategy, here the organization tried to means what? Deal with different dimensions of the different area and different dimensions of the organization. And one is the differentiation strategy. Now, what do you mean by differentiation strategy related to business level strategy? Here, organization it try to identify what kind of things I am providing towards the market and it is somehow different from my competitors. बहुत सारा बैंक अच्छी, many private sector banks are there. SDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, Yes Bank. No? ଆପଣ କାହିଁକି ଯାଇକି SDFC bank ରେ ଆପଣ customer ହେବେ କି other bank ବି ଅଛି, Axis Bank ବି ଅଛି, ICICI Bank ବି ଅଛି. So why the person will go there? What are the things extra provided by this bank in comparison to other bank? Differentiation. Many banks are there. जोटा कि हम गोटे example कहले एटा हमें सबको extend करिबा. सब कंपनी को एटा extend करिबे. एठी company identify करिबा differentiation strategy. So we are providing this is something different from my competitors. ICICI ଦଉଛି ତ ତାଠୁ ମୁଁ different ଏଇଆ ଦଉଛି. Axis ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ତାଠୁ different ଅଛୁ. Yes Bank ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ତାଠୁ different ଅଛୁ. So what are the things? It may be customer service, or it may be related to product, or it may be related to your doorstep service. କିଛି ବି ଥିବ different, no? So this is what the differentiation strategy. We can extend this example in every organization. That is the business level strategy. Cost leadership strategy. In the business level strategy, another thing is that is the cost leadership strategy. Now, cost leadership strategy means what? Here, organization provide product to the customers at lower price than the competitors. Ma'am, କେମିତି? ଧରନ୍ତୁ ଏନା ଥଣ୍ଡା ଦିନ ଆସୁଛି ଆପଣ ଲେକ୍ମି ଆଉ ଲୋଟସ୍ ଯିବେ ହେଲା ନହେଲେ ଆପଣ ଯିବେ କଣ ନିଭିଆ ସो ନିଭିଆ କଣ କରିବ ତା ପ୍ରାଇସ୍ କମେଇ ଦବ सेम प्रोडक्ट सेम ये क्वांटिटी क्वालिटी एवरीथिंग इज सेम बट मु कौन कली ना प्राइस कमई देली हैला सो इथे हम कौन करिबा ना बेसिकली हम एठी कहिबा ओनली कॉस्ट को फोकस करिबा डिफरेंशिएशन आपण जहा डिफरेंट करंतु एठी एठी आपण डिफरेंशिएशन स्ट्रेटजी लेक्मी आउ आपणकर लोटस भितर डिफरेंशिएशन कोन आसीबो लेक्मी कहबो मु बाय वन गेट वन दे देले डिफरेंशिएशन whereas lotus कौन करछि बाय वन गेट वन दउनी तार ओनली वन सेही प्राइस रे आपण गोटे आनिबे बट लोटस आपण बाय वन गेट वन आनिबे बोथ आर द इंटरनेशनल प्रोडक्ट बोथ आर द ब्रांड मींस गुड ब्रांड प्रोडक्ट ट्रस्टवर्दी प्रोडक्ट तो आपण बाय वन गेट वन को डेफिनेटली आपण ये करिवे आ कस्टमर से देखिबे कोठी प्राइस कम अछि आ कोठी अधिक क्वांटिटी अछि क्वांटिटी वाइज क्वालिटी वाइज प्राइस वाइज हम सब कंपेयर कर आगे गला परे आपण जियो मार्ट को जिबे किनिबा पे फर्स्ट सब कंपेयर कर देबे सब ब्रांड प्रोडक्ट कोटा बेस्ट अछि राइट धरंतु एठी आपणकर से देला बाय 2 गेट 1 बाय 1 गेट 1 हां आपणकर धरंतु ए प्रोडक्ट आने ता सहित आ गुटे एक्स्ट्रा कोन गुटे प्रोडक्ट फ्री देई देला जेमति आपण हॉर्लिक्स आनिबे हॉर्लिक्स आने ता सहित किछि नै किछि गुटे से गुटे फ्री देइथिबो So basically, this is what the differentiation strategy, where you will compromise the cost also. It means what? Lower price of the product. Same differentiation सहित price को भी कम कर देबे. आपन को जो चार्ज टी रेट एडवर्टाइजमेंट देखो अभी अवेलेबल सस्ता हो गया नो 10 टंका 5 रुपीस हे गला से कुछ 250 थिला 200 हे गला so such kind of no here organization focus towards the cost right lower level of cost from my it basically what now then my competitors and focus strategy what market focus कौन ना specific market segmentation here organization will focus where I will sell the market, as where I will sell my product, who is my customer, and in which market I will sell my product. Whether I will target my targeted customer, my targeted market is a rural market or urban market. My targeted customer are a rural customer or urban customer. My targeted customer, whether it is a young, whether it is a old, whether it is a woman, whether it is a working wife, working person, or whether it is a housewife, whether it is children. No, who is my targeted customer? And what is my market? That is the focus. Different product having different kind of focus market as well as the targeted customer based on the market segmentation. Right? Suppose ଆମେ ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ example ନବା ଧରନ୍ତୁ ଆମର ଆସିଲା କଣ Honda Activa right Honda Activa targeted customer is everyone Honda Activa targeted customer is a girl targeted customer is a working woman targeted customer is a housewife targeted customer is a old man targeted customer is a young person everyone is a targeted customer but if we will compare Pulsar, Honda Activa and Pulsar, only the young person is my targeted customer. ताको कौन झियो माने चलेबे हां मैम चलाउचंती 1% चलाउथिबे ताको कोन ओल्ड मैन माने चलेबे हां मैम चलाउचंती 1% चलाउथिबे बट टारगेटेड कस्टमर मैक्सिमम की ओनली यंग पर्सन माने आपण फास्ट प्राइस जिबे आपण सेडी माने कोन कहिले गोटे एडल्ट रो ड्रेस को जे मिलिबो कि ता टारगेटेड कस्टमर हेले ओनली बेबीज सो organization focus its market as well as the customers right so basing on this the organization try to adapt its strategy and doing its business it is the ultimately there are three category of business level strategy that is a differentiation strategy cost leadership strategy and focus market focus strategy पिला माने को एमिति मन रखि एमिति लिखिबे एमिति बुझिबे आपण माने जहा जेमति बिजनेस करिवे ए सब को आता सेथरे इंक्लूड करिवे और अडॉप्ट करिवे हला तपर चलंतु कॉर्पोरेट लेवल स्ट्रेटजी हाई लेवल स्ट्रेटजी कोन ना कॉर्पोरेट लेवल स्ट्रेटजी सी कॉर्पोरेट लेवल स्ट्रेटजी बेसिकली वी कैन से while we can analysis functional level business level and corporate level strategy means it is a organization as a whole strategy it is a combination of everything right it is a organization as a whole strategy it means what corporate level strategy basically it is we can say it is adapted for the overall company right overall focus towards the overall business or overall company that is a corporate level strategy organization as a whole मन रखिबे त माने कोन हैला मैम एठी see corporate level strategy it is a strategy organization adopted no what now here in the corporate level strategy organization adopted expansion strategy diversification strategy merger strategy acquisition strategy organization as a whole it a function को हमें गलेनी हम एठी कोन कहले functional level a different function आसिला right हम जेतले गले बिजनेस लेवल से बिजनेस को माने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बिजनेस को फोकस कला एटा कोन कला होल को कवर कला ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एज ए होल it related to it may be the related to हमें कहि परिबा हमें प्रोडक्ट को नहीं परिबा और हमें नहीं परिबा एटी प्रोडक्ट लाइन को और हमें फंक्शनल को सब को हम यूनिट को सब को कवर कर दबा एटी so that is what the कौन कहिले corporate level strategy so here corporate level strategy, organization try to expansion its business. Business expansion means organization as a whole or product expansion. एटी हमें कौन करिबा ना product को expansion करिबा और business को expansion करिबा. We have a small business and we want to expand it. ଆମର ଖାଲି ଥିଲା କୋଉଠି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ ଆମେ ଏଇନା କଣ କରିବା ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଏକ୍ସପାନ୍ସନ କରିବା କଟକରେ ଗୋଟେ ବ୍ରାଞ୍ଚ ରଖିବା ବରମପୁରରେ ଗୋଟେ ବ୍ରାଞ୍ଚ ରଖିବା ରାଉରକେଲାରେ ଗୋଟେ ବ୍ରାଞ୍ଚ ରଖିବା स्टेट रे ହେଇଗଲା expansion चलो other state को ଯିବା business expansion business organization as a whole strategy ହେଇଗଲା इंडिया रे expansion ହେଇଗଲା चलो MNC multinational organization means we will spread our business more than in our country, right? So this is what the business expansion, or it may be the product expansion. Likewise, diversification of the business, diversified business. आमे खाली थिले आमर प्रोडक्ट कौन थिला ना आमर प्रोडक्ट थिला जोटा कि कॉटन एंड टेक्सटाइल आमे डाइवर्सिफिकेशन करबा हम बिजनेस को डाइवर्सिफाइड कोन ना आमे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स रो ओपन करबा राइट आमे कोन करबा ना आमे जो प्लास्टिक एरिया रे आमे बिजनेस को स्टार्ट करबा diversification of business, right? The organization as a whole, it may be organization will merger, no, adopt merger, acquisition kind of things will be there. Merger acquisition, one chapter is there, we will discuss later. So this is what the corporate level strategy, dear students. So here, organization will enter in a new market, already I told you, new state, or it may be new product, or it may be a new country. So basing on this, organization will expansion its business and diversification of business can be possible. It may be merger or it may be acquisition. Acquire करिबो हमें कौन थिले प्लास्टिक थिले को कंपनी को acquire करिबा टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री को acquire करिबा, right? So this is what the through merger and acquisition. Hela पिला माने बुझिलो कि level of strategy, is it clear to you or have you any doubt? Students,
Yes, ma'am, clear.
अन्य माने girls, अन्य माने पिला माने
Yes, ma'am.
बुझिगले कि
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Process of strategy formulation. See how the organization adopted its strategy best in a process. What? Now, while the organization adopted strategy, it adopted some steps in a step-by-step procedure is there. Basing on this, the organization adopted strategy. In the step one, the organization tried to analyze the environment. It means environmental analysis, where the organization tried to assess the internal environment, right? So internal environment, basically here, as well as the external, we can say. So here the organization through SWOT analysis, the organization tried to analyze the internal and external environment. SWOT analysis, it implies strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. That is the environmental analysis. So here organization will analyze what is my strength of my business, right? What are the weakness of my business? Where is my opportunity and where I will face threat? मोर strength कौन मोर weakness कौन मोर opportunity कोठी मु कोठी threat face करी. So basing on the environmental analysis only, the organization will set its objectives, goal, mission, vision of the organization. And here to achieve the goal, the organization adopted SMART goal, fixing SMART goal. Already we have discussed, no, in your first class SMART goal, specific, measurable, achievable, resource, time, kind of things already we have discussed. So setting objectives and basing on this, the organization try to achieve its objectives through a SMART goal, SMART objectives. And once setting objective, mission, vision, goal is there, then strategy adapted by the organization, right? Develop suitable strategy for achieving of the objectives. Now already we have fixed the objective, mission, vision, goal of the organization. Now we have to adapt strategy to achieve this objective. एमिति strategy adapt करिबा जो objective को goal को हमें achieve करि परिबा. Now once strategy formulation means decided means now we have to implement this strategy. Once planning means then implementation should be there. Strategy planning, formulation, then we have to quickly implement the strategy. Right? And who will do this? This is the top level management. Right? To win in the market, to stable in the market, to be in a number one position in the market. And after implementation, strategy evaluation. Strategy evaluation means what? Now, to monitor the result. To evaluate means to monitor, to analysis, to take necessary step. Whether already those things already we have implemented, whether it is successful or failure. Those strategy already we have implemented, then whether it is successful or failure. It is successful or failure. Right? So basing on these, easy process, no? Kind of this process, no, many things are. In a short, strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. Eta pura se mane gote analysis karibe. Amar strength koutire, weakness koutire, opportunity koutire, threat koutire. So basing on those, this only the organization will take further step. Right? So basing on this, organization adopted strategy, dear students. So this is all about your strategy chapter. Clear na pila mane?
Yes, ma'am.
Students? Anya mane?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
तो
Yes, ma'am.
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଓକେ ତ ମନେ ରଖିବେ କ'ଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କର today we have discussed types of change, variety types of change already we have discussed. You can explain at the time of examination as per your own language, right? खाली बुझी जिबे आपण कोन language रे आपण discussion करिवे. And another is the most important chapter is the strategy chapter, where you have to remember what do you mean by strategy, what are the features of strategy, right? What are the different level of strategy? It is a long question. Level of strategy. So you have to explain the different level of strategy and the process of strategy. This is all about your strategy chapter. Next class, we will start from the vision of the organization. Strategy formulation, strategy implementation, already we have discussed. Variety way of strategy adopted by the organization. Now we will discuss how the organization fixes its vision. Right? So there we will discuss. It is a small chapter, छोटा chapter ta. So सेठी discussion करिवे vision कौन, how the organization fixing its vision. सेठु हमें next start करिके continue करिवे. ହେଲା ପିଲାମାନେ? Yes ନା?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. चलो.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.
ମୁଁ ଏଠି
Thank
stop
you,
କଲି
ma'am.
class.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. ମୁଁ ଏଠି stop
Good
କଲି
night,
class.
ma'am.
Good
Good
night.
night,
See you
ma'am.
in the next class. Good night. See you in the next class. Bye bye.